everyone, this is another video by Marshmallow. Today we will be doing a vet Fang Lair in a random group because it's today's pledge. So I'm just going to join the queue here. See, it's just solo queuing for vet Fang. And we'll see what we get. I will be using the copy and paste mechanics found on my Discord. My gear and skill setup is the same as the last two videos. I'll run over that real quick with my mouse, so you guys can check it out if you're curious. This whole build can also be found on my Discord. So first, I'm just going to paste in the mechanics. So I'll just Alt Tab, copy those. I know you can't see that, but that's what I'm doing. Paste those in there. Here's my gear for this build here. Here's my skills, front bar, back bar, and if you want to look at any of those, you can just pause the video. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Alright, so one person left, so what we'll do is we'll just queue up for a replacement. Looks like they already did. So we got two lower level DPS, that's fine. More important that they can do the mechanics rather than just be very strong DPS. I really need super high DPS for this. And I may have just let somebody die there. I feel bad about it, but I was in my menus. Alright, so we don't really need a healer. These guys might at the first boss, probably. So hopefully we'll get a replacement by then. Okay, and somebody says they know the mechs, which is good.
This place is vast. I wonder what we'll make from you.
So all these trash pulls, I'm just gonna kind of bounce stuff off of them. These guys are kind of these big dudes. You definitely want to shield and block the heavy attacks from these guys.
You get to die. Exciting.
I'm just going to copy and paste the next mechanics. I know you can't see me, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just copying and pasting the mechanics out of my Discord. There's no healer yet. I'm going to go ahead and say we can just do this first boss without one.
Damn! They're here sooner than expected. No matter. You will go no further and your bones will join this army.
I am having some lag issues. You can see my ping. It's 890, which is really weird, but it shouldn't matter too much.
Nothing you can do will change that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this big skeleton over to this ghost, interrupt the ghost, and that'll also pull the big skeleton away from the other people. See, my ping's normal now. I don't know what's going on with it, but whatever. Okay, I'm going to pull this big dude over to this ghost, and then I'm just going to interrupt the ghost. That keeps the big dude away from them because it's more dangerous than the other stuff. And also, well, I mean, it doesn't, if they run into it, I can't help them, but it is kind of farther away from them. Alright, yeah, he's fine. Alright, well, they both died, but I mean, obviously, because we pulled a lot of healer. My fault. I know I can just res them, so it's really not a big deal. I'll just pick them up, and we'll keep going here. Again, lag issue here. Alright. Interrupt the ghost. Interrupt. Oh, they both died again. Well, I mean, you can do this without a healer, but it's a little more difficult than with a healer. Well, obviously with 4 people it's easier, right? But alright, so now we'll just pull this dude. Alright, grab this guy, grab the other big guy, and I'm going to run over to these ghosts, interrupt this ghost, potion up, and then try to roll over and interrupt that other ghost. No, it's already done with this thing. Alright, another lag spike, whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna try to interrupt that guy. Alright. They can handle everything else. See, they're kind of keeping their distance from these big guys now, you can see. Oh, no, they're not. Well, they were. It's good to keep your distance from these big guys if you can't get out of the circles in time. Maybe they're having the same lag issues I am having. I don't know. It's hard to say. Alright. Okay, guys, we'll just do the next one here. So we're still queued for replacement healer. One just hasn't showed up yet. I don't think many people random a vet Fang because you don't get like a good tank or a good healer. You kind of get kind of hard. Looks like both these guys are mages. They both have staves, so probably one of them will have crushing shock. So we can probably finish it with the 3 of us, but obviously we're gonna stay queued. That the healer, it'd be better to have one. Yeah, the guys are teleporting around a little bit. It's alright, it doesn't really matter that much. Excuse me. It's kind of frozen. Yeah, apparently someone else has lag too, so it's probably like a server thing. Just hope it goes away. Also, there was just a patch, I think yesterday or the day before. Sometimes there's issues right after patches. It's not normal though. I wouldn't say it's normal. Just letting them know HS just means there's a heavy sack over here. Just letting them know to grab it. Again, these big guys, you just make sure to... You can either roll dodge or heavy attack and shield. Heavy attack and block is easier, but you can also roll dodge it. In fact, for the hard mode at the end of this, if you want to do that, you actually have to roll dodge it as like, yes, you kind of need to know how to do that. So if you want to just, if you ever want to do hard mode, I find it good if no one's done it before. You have each of the DPS solo one of those dudes, because they're gonna have to be able to do it. Basically just by roll dodging for heavy attacks and just DPSing in between. It's a good skill to have if you're going to attempt a hard mode, especially with players that have never done it. I'm not going to attempt hard mode with these guys. I don't think they're strong enough to do it. But if you do want to attempt hard mode with somebody, it's good to have them practice soloing those Colossuses. For the regular trash, you'll notice that the sometimes there's a Revivifier and he makes the other trash enraged. So usually people will focus him, because if not, then the trash starts, the regular attacks start one-shotting people. This guy's looking for like a gear or something, so we're gonna loot this chest. No, he didn't get what he wanted. Oh yeah, so what happened was we got another healer join and then left again. People don't, they don't like this dungeon, especially in a pug. You know, you generally won't win in a pug. And I'm all kinds of laggy here. So now you can see that my it's kind of funny. It's a weird glitch that happens when your weapons kind of switch on you. So now it looks like I'm using a sword and shield on my staff bar, so I'm poking them with my staff. It's pretty funny. In order to fix that, you just reload UI, and I'll do that in a second. Right after this guy dies. Not because I can't play like this, just because it's easier. So what happens is it just reloads everything and makes everything look right again. It just takes a second. It's kind of weird. It glitches out sometimes if you lag between switching weapons. So now, let's see, I'm back on my regular bar.
I wonder what you'll get from
Just gonna pull this guy out. You can fight this guy with all the trash over there, but it's easier not to. Flag right there. Another heavy sack. Alright, so this is the hard part. This is the hard fight most groups get stuck at. Just typing out mechanics. Now I'm alt tabbing to my Discord to copy and paste the mechanics. Alright, well, let's see how it goes here. I got bad lag, but should be fine as long as they just do that. First I'm going to taunt the bar, get his attention. Then I'm going to taunt the boss, and then I'm going to kind of just, whenever these guys spawn, I'll run away slightly. Taunt Guar, taunt this guy. Taunting that guy doesn't help, but it does debuff. Can't actually taunt him. I'm going to stack those guys on top of each other. Alright. So now I got the 3 guys, and I'm just going to catch these dogs for my group. And that's basically how the whole fight goes. They just kind of, you know, as long as they stay grouped, they'll live. Alright, a little bit of lag, not a big deal. We'll try to keep them all stacked on top of each other if we can. Let the AEs kill the other things. Just those guys blow up on you. Alright, we'll be attacked for resources here. Help this guy. Alright, they've all... See, they're not really together. Also, I'm having bad lag, but if they were grouped up tighter, it would be easier to catch the dogs. There we go. The guy who was doing it wrong kind of died, so everyone else was kind of grouped up that time. They'll just run towards the dogs and then a little bit away, and they kind of chase you. And they die. Okay, so now it's up to them to pounce, or to interrupt that pounce. They didn't do it. Maybe I can get up. I was healed through it. That's hilarious. That's awesome, though. The healer's really good. They can heal me through the death pounce. I'm gonna try to get this one's attention. He might come after me if I can run. Go. Alright, this guy. Oh shit. Okay, alright. A little better now. See if we can move the whole group over here. Maybe they'll chase me. Alright. Alright, now we'll run back. It's kind of about managing where the group stands too in a pug. Ah, well, that didn't work out. Terrible lag here. Okay. Alright. Obviously it'd be easier if they were standing closer together, but you get the idea, you understand what I'm doing. I'm just catching the dogs from my group. Not that guy. Everything's kind of all over the place. The only thing you can really control is you can put the boss on the guar. That other one, I mean, I don't know why they're over there. They could be anywhere on the map. They choose to be over there. We can't really control where the other things are. Okay, well, this guy jumped over here now. Try to catch these guys, maybe? No, we got two of them. That's something. Alright. Well, this is a pug, right? But it's super sloppy, but I mean, we're gonna win, so it's not bad. It'd be really bad if they didn't interrupt at all, and then we'd die. So that was good for a pug. I mean, we did it in one shot. They were kind of spread out and scattered during the fight, so it made it harder. But you know, and the lag made it harder too. But we did it, so you know, that's all right. Okay. Again, we're just gonna heavy attack. Make sure we heavy attack or block the heavy attacks, shield and block. Got 999 ping, you can see it in the corner. I don't know what's going on with that. I assume it's a server thing. Normally don't have weird lag. It's only spiking some of the time, which is very strange. Sometimes it's normal. I don't know. Okay, trying to get a damage, I'm casting damage shield, but nothing's happening now. Nothing is, like I'm literally running around, so nothing's happening. Sometimes when you can't cast abilities, you have to reload UI. That's what's happening right now. So, I mean, maybe the abilities are being cast and I just couldn't see them being cast, but hopefully reloading UI will fix it. Anyway, so I'm running at 120, well, 123, 149, whatever, a little over 100, but it's spiking to crazy numbers. Alright, so I'm going to copy and paste next mechanic. Alright. Okay.
The shore glimpses the flame and sees only
Alright, so as a tank, what you do is you just kind of hold the boss in the middle. What the DPS do is they try to make those skeletons blow up near the shrines. Ugh, and I'm at 830 ping. Literally nothing is happening. I guess that'll be kind of an interesting video. I mean, I'm still doing my rotation, so maybe I'm gonna live. But okay, there it all caught up. We're back to the weird error with the. I mean, I can play like this. I've had this happen often enough. Because even if you're not lagging all the time, it'll still happen. There's a tiny little lag spike when you switch weapons. If you switch weapons a lot, you'll end up with this glitch. Alright, so... So basically, if I'm on my sword shield bar, I'm really on my staff bar. When I'm on my other bar, when I'm on my staff bar, I'm really on my sword shield bar, so it's weird. Okay. It's actually kind of cool on your staff bar, because if you see, you can shoot with the ice staff. Your sword shield bar, it's kind of funny. Alright. I actually think it's kind of cool to shoot with the ice staff on the sword shield bar, but can't like consistently make it that way. If you could, I might try to make it that way. But you can't just like, I don't know, can't lag yourself out and switch weapons like consistently to make it look cool like that for yourself. Plus everyone else sees me as normal, so you know, what are you gonna do? The whole point of doing it, if you're gonna do it, would be to like look cool. I'm gonna res this guy. I'm standing in like one of these things, but shouldn't. Oh no. Alright, try it again here. Let me check with my staff. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so okay, see, it's hard to remember to not. Alright, so this is the hard part. This is the Wamasu relic. They're gonna have to not die to this, either while they're executing, probably while they're executing, since all the relics are up now. So you just kind of have to spread out for that lightning, and the healer kind of just heals through it. I'm gonna kind of just keep my distance so that melee can be next to the boss and I don't zap him. And I'm gonna taunt that snake, and I'm gonna try to just keep myself away from the rest of the group so I don't zap. Alright. I'm gonna reload UI yet again. Fix my weapon glitch.
You are no friend to me, Contra, but release those who walked with me in life, and I will consider you an ally. Fail, we will have a very long time to become
Alright. What are they talking about? Oh, I have no idea what they're talking about. I reloaded my UI.
So many of the things you've broken I can easily replace, but Calurian, he was a unique specimen. He'll never be the same. And what are these two without the third? Incomplete, ancillary, superfluous. Ulfnor, Sabina.
Alright, now I'm going to copy and paste the next mechanics. Alright, waiting for this ping to go drop back down. There we go. Alright.
Sorry to have to kill you.
No, you're not.
Has to be done. Might as well enjoy it.
And nothing's happening. I'm just going to hold block. There we go. Not dead. That's good. And the weapon bug again. Fabulous. Alright, so for this you gotta kind of just spread out and dodge these circles. If you don't dodge the circles in your DPS, you'll probably die. Alright, spread out. Shield up, dodge the circles. Okay. Block that. Block this, whatever that is. Right. Yeah. Okay, so now, alright, so I'm going to be pinned now, and they have to execute the boss, which they did. It's funny, if you're doing a no-death run, make sure to tell the DPS to not spend all their mana shielding themselves for the no-death, because I was once in a no-death run where the only death was me, and it was because all three of the magic DPS I was with, they all ran out of mana at that point, and they couldn't execute. So they're all like heavy attacking the boss, so it was really funny. So just keep that in mind if you're doing a no-death in this dungeon. At that point, just tell them to, keep like half mana or something, so they have mana to execute. This isn't a no-death, so obviously it's fine if they die, but if you're trying for that, keep that in mind.
Wait till the master unveils his latest work.
There's a chest over here. I'll reload UI again while that's happening. Maybe one day I will be able to use my correct weapon graphics throughout the whole entire fight. Alright, loot this chest, see if I got a Calurian's thing for this guy. Oh, I got shoulders, he probably doesn't want those. I'll link him at the end. I don't know if he does. Alright. So this is trash. The most important part in these fights is to kill that crystal. Because if you don't, it spawns one of them big colossuses we saw earlier. And it just makes the fight thing. And you have to stand on these circles to open these doors.
If I must.
shield and block this guy's heavies. Suck the corpses out of, or the stamina out of the corpses with repentance. Keep your stamina out. Alright, the next couple of pulls are kind of tough. This one up here isn't as tough, but the one right after this one's a little harder. This one's like a Colossus and some ads. Next one's going to also have a crystal, and that'll make it a little tougher. A lot of people wipe the next pull because it's tricky to kill the crystal and the Colossus and the Revivifier before everything enrages. So we'll see how these guys will probably be fine. Doesn't seem like a big deal. This is the pull that kills a lot of groups right up here. So there's like a crystal of the dude and the Revivifier in that group adds. So just as a tank, you just want to make sure, oh shit, pulled without me, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna grab the Colossus and poke the crystal. Alright. Alright. Okay. So while I was lagging, I was basically just holding block, spamming blazing, which is what you're going to do for sustained block on a blazing shield Templar. Obviously, we don't have a green dragon blood, so spamming blazing is the best you can do while you're blocking.
I'm so glad you could be here for my moment of triumph.
The reason Templars particularly make good, really good damage shield tanks, but not very good block tanks, because you can't. There's no percent damage or percent health based heal that you can spam while blocking, and green dragon blood makes DKs real strong for block tanks. I have Invig Drain to heal myself as a Templar tank. I shield up and then use it, but it's really only good in dungeons and vet trials. You need to be able to heal yourself while blocking. Templars can't do that, so I have a DK for vet trials.
Oh, take your time. I'm just considering where to mount you.
If they want to try hard mode, we're gonna die for sure, because I'm lagging and I need to not lag for hard mode.
I should thank you for the opportunity to try out my masterpiece before I reveal it to the world. But I won't.
Alright, also a dude will spawn in corners of room to be interrupted or shielded through. Also, there is a new phase, final phase, where you are to yellow circles. You also have to run to
Worried about harming this
circles.
specimen. That
So you also have to
concerns.
dodge ghosts constantly by finding the broken places between the ghosts. Die hard unless you all have done it before. Handle boss
You were in
and beetles.
such a hurry to get here. Now you hesitate.
Guys,
Pitiful.
trying not to die. Alright, so this is going to be fun. We are so going to die. We're going to die hard because I am seriously lagging. But you guys can see what hard mode looks like. I think we're all going to die in like 2 seconds, but we'll see. Alright, so I'll roll dodge this. And now, basically, as a Templar tank, all I'm going to do is run. I am going to taunt the boss and run the beetles. Okay, see, they're already dead. They didn't interrupt the guy in the corners and they died. It's exactly what I thought would happen. It's not really a big deal. So now I'm going to roll this. And I can't roll because I'm lagging so bad. I hit roll but nothing happens, which is fine. I can take beetle hit. I'll just try to vamp heal up once. Alright, so let's see that. They have to interrupt this guy to not die. And they're all dead. Well, I mean, you can kind of see what I mean, though. So what happens is once if they were alive, they would DPS down the crystals, and then a Colossus, or as soon as the crystals light up, a Colossus would immediately spawn. It's really hard. Like, I would not expect to do it with lag. Like, I mean, the rest of the dungeon's fine to do with lag, but not a hard mode fight. Just because I have to do a lot of clutch moves, if that makes sense, and yeah, it's just not gonna happen with lag. Alright. I mean, I can try to like res them, so they can try to get a better experience. Let me just try to res them. Alright, here we go. No. See, I couldn't roll. Because I was pinged out. But they got the idea. It's super hard, and you don't just run in with a random team and are just like, yeah, let's do hard mode for this particular dungeon. We could if everyone had done it before and everyone already knew it. But
I gave you the chance to run away. That moment has long passed.
alright, so we're just gonna do regular.
I'll try not to break you too much.
And regular shouldn't be too bad. Even if I do have a ping spike when a beetle hits me, it's not gonna kill me.
Go. Let's see. Puppets dance.
Alright, so in regular mode, the crystal lights up, but there's no like immediate Colossus, so they have time to do stuff. Alright, so yeah, I lagged out and a beetle hit me. Hopefully you can see that. I hope you can see that in the video and it doesn't just look like I'm just getting hit. Okay. Okay, they're rolling. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just kite this guy. So now this crystal's gonna light up. So they have time. They just have to DPS it. Then they won't get a Colossus to fight. I'm gonna roll that. Okay. Try to outrun this beetle here. Basically, you just outrun the beetle, right? You don't have to do anything to it. Alright, so now we got these ghost wall. So now we have to hide behind this shield thing. A roll dodge this beetle. Alright. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will do things to the beetle. You can, there's an option as a Templar. You can throw down a, I think it's a trap or something. I don't know, I just like running. I think it's easier trying to deal with it. If you just run in the right spot, you can survive the beetle. Also, I'm not going to like take a ton of damage anyway. Now they should probably kill the beetle. Alright, they did, so that's cool. You might have to kill it with shields, but you can just run away from it other times. It's not a huge burden if they just have to kill the beetle with the shields. Other thing you could do is just run right. Like if I just run like that way, and I run like over here, then I run back and roll. Like beetle's still alive and doesn't matter. Oh shit! Here we go.
So, merely pulling the strings will not be enough.
I'll res this guy real quick.
To be more direct.
Roll all that. All right. Okay, so now I'm just kiting again. That's my staff. Alright, so, well, that guy took that one, so I guess I'm gonna go to this one because that guy's trying to get it. Okay. Show him block. Okay, so now there's a beetle here. Let's roll that one. You can roll those two. Those big red cones, you can just roll out of them. Okay, alright, this guy's trying to get two. Glad you can't actually get two. He would have left me without one. Alright, shield and block. We'll roll that. Just gonna run it over here. Stay out of the red cone thing, right? I'll do that guy. Okay, okay, that guy's gonna go for that one. And in the corner. And shield and block. Normally if you're with a good team, they'll let the tank get point close to him. But, you know, whatever. Important part about that is just not to panic. Just, you know what I mean? If you don't see one, just look around the room, find it, and go to it. There's plenty of time to get to it, no matter where you are, really. Okay. A lot of people, like, on No Death will choke right there. Like, it's really, really, really sad when somebody dies right there. Alright, they did a pretty good job, though. This team was pretty good. A lot of times you'll random into these, and you'll get teams that don't even have Crushing Shock, or, you know, can't bash. It's real. It can be a real mess. But this random team was very good. Alright, well, that's, you know, bet Fang Lair with a random team, with 999 ping spikes throughout. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time.